Hey guys, so I'm here with your whiteboard brief for Saturday. So with our new parameters for opening the gym and being able to have you guys in the gym, we are not able to do everything that we were able to do before in normal classes. We'll still do our best to follow those guidelines that we've been given through the governor's office, but also still coaching to the best of our ability. But one of the things that we are not allowed to do is group stretching. So in our whiteboard briefs, every day we're going to be trying to give you some stretches that will help prepare you for our lifts and our workouts. And so today we're going to start with some stretches. I encourage you to do these stretches whether you're working out at home or at the gym. Like I said, coaches cannot help you go through everything at the gym as far as stretches go. So I still encourage you to watch these whiteboard briefs that are going on every day so that you know when you go into the gym that day for open gym, you know what stretches to do that will help prepare you. So first stretch that I would encourage for today's workout in particular would be the pigeon stretch. To do the pigeon stretch, you just get down on the ground, put your leg right in front of you, try and keep it as I guess would be perpendicular to your body as possible, and then judging on your ability or flexibility, you just either lay forward or just stay on your hands, and you should feel a stretch all the way up in your glute. And then switch sides, probably hold a minute for each side, and then move on to a calf stretch of some sort. There's multiple different calf stretches you can do. If you're at the gym and you can use the rig, walk up to the rig, put your foot up like this onto it, and then pull yourself in, keeping your legs straight, and that should stretch right in here on your quad. Hold that for 45 seconds to a minute each side, and then another option would be to go into what we never want a push-up to look like, and just pedal your feet back and forth, holding and pausing in the bottom of each, trying to get your heel as close to the ground as possible. Just do this pedal back and forth until you feel stretched out. You could just do that for a minute. And then next would be a quad stretch of some sort. If you have good balance or want to test your balance, pick an object on the floor, stare at it, and just sit here, pull up, pull your heel to your butt, and stretch your quad. You will feel it. Hold that for a minute each side, and then a Samson stretch. So this will help stretch your hips out for those deadlifts. So to go into a Samson stretch, put your hands over your head, go down into a big lunge, put your knee on the ground, and then lean forward. Hold it for a little bit, pause, come back up, and switch legs, pause. Try and just really keep those hips open. Push your hips forward, and that will stretch your hip flexor. And then after you finish all your stretching, you feel stretched out, anything sore on you has been stretched out, move into the warm-up. So to start the warm-up, we're going to do some running, not very far, just 400 meters. To do these 400 meters, you're going to alternate from a slow pace to a medium pace, back to a slow pace, and then a medium pace again. So you're going to do 100 meters at a slow pace. Guys, you should be like breathing through your nose. This is it's a light jog, it is slow. You just, no effort really, just a nice light jog. You're almost not walking, not quite walking, a little faster, but pretty close. And then on your next 100 meters, just pick it up to a medium pace. So this is still a jog. You still should not be breathing super hard or huffing. Just trying to get loosened up, and then you get to slow back down again, back to that pace that you started at, and then for your last 100 meters of this 400, you're going to speed back up to a medium pace. Again, not really super working hard, like this is just a pace that you could hold for quite a while. Like say if you were going to go run a 5K, this is that pace. And then after you finish that 400 meters, you're going to move into 3 rounds for quality. This is remember, this is just a warm-up. We're trying to get ready for the workout, prepare our bodies, so make sure that the quality is good. So you're gonna start with 5 empty bar deadlifts. You're going below your knee, about mid-shin, but don't go too far down. Like don't mess up your form just to get depth. So don't touch the ground every time. Just go down to mid-shin. Keep that back very flat. Push your butt back, sink down to the top of your knee, and then sink further down just to your mid-shin. Stand back up, push your knees out, guys. We don't want your knees kicking in a deadlift. Most important thing is flat back. Remember, we're not going to keep our head looking at something. You're going to keep your spine very neutral, so your head will move with your body. Your neck will stay perfectly straight. And then, if you do not have a bar to do these empty bar deadlifts, you can use dumbbell or kettlebell. If you're using a dumbbell, only the front head of the dumbbell needs to touch the ground. And these deadlifts are going to be light, so we want probably the lightest dumbbells that you have at your house should be used. So like I said, I mean, an empty bar, super light for all of us, so it's just, this is going to be more squat-like than it would be with a barbell, because the dumbbells are to your side, not in front of you. So in order to protect your back, you're just going to be in more of a squatty position. Your chest is going to be further up when in the bottom. Again, push your knees out. It's going to be kind of different because there's going to be things on the side, but still, we do not want to caving in. Most important thing, again, keep your back flat. Same goes for kettlebells as the dumbbells. Because they're to your side, they're going to be a little more squat-like. But yeah. After those 5 deadlifts, you're going to move into 30 double unders. So for these double unders, if you have 30 double unders, or that's not going to take you more than, say, 3-4 sets, you should probably do double under attempts. So maybe you can do like single, double under. Then let's just do 10 double unders per round. And this is a great time in the warm-up, so it's for quality, it's not for time, remember that, to work on your double unders and try and develop that skill. So even if you're only doing 5 per round, just try and get some reps in of a double under. And then if you do not have any double unders at all, give them a couple shots, and then just do 30 singles, or yeah. And then after those double unders, do 40 meters of butt kicks, and then 40, that would be down, 40 meters down, and then 40 meters back of high knees. Remember, we're not trying to like cover the most distance possible between each of our steps. We're trying to stay super close steps and get those knees up. And then the same goes for butt kicks, like super fast reps. We're not trying to run per se. This is a dynamic stretch to prepare you for running later. Get your legs loose, warmed up, calves, everything. Great stretch. After that warm up, hopefully you're feeling loose and ready to lift. We're going to move into our strength, which for today is deadlifts. So if you have a bar, you're going to be doing 6 sets of 3 at 80 to 85%. Make sure, like in the warm up, you're keeping your back flat, your head, spine neutral, and just build up. If you're in the gym for this, or have not had a ton of equipment or deadlifted in a while because of this quarantine thing, make sure to stay on the lighter end. Probably, we do not want you hurting yourselves or getting too terribly sore. Just ease yourself back into it. The last thing we want is injury, especially after all of this other health stuff that is not what any of us need. So just be careful with that. Feel it out. If it's feeling too heavy, just take some weight off. We're easing back into this. It's not a competition. Just do what's best for your bodies. And then if you don't have a bar, but you do have 2 dumbbells. You're going to do single leg deadlifts. So in a single head, and you're going to be doing 4 sets of 8, 4 on your right leg, 4 on your left leg. In this, you're going to, like I said in the warm-up, touch the top of the head of the dumbbell to the ground. So it's like this. It's not going to be both heads to the ground. In this, though, you want to keep your body and whatever leg is going to be in the air in a straight line or as straight as possible. It's kind of an imperfect thing. You're not going to be perfectly straight, but the straighter the better. And then this front leg is going to be slightly bent. So what this should look like is this. 1, 2. You're going to feel somewhat of a stretch in your hamstring. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. So do 4 on your right leg, then 4 on your left leg. And the same with a kettlebell if you have 1 kettlebell, or if you have 2 kettlebells. 2 kettlebells will be the same as the dumbbell, but if you have 1 kettlebell, both hands are going to be right here, and you're just going to do the exact same thing as I said earlier. Lose my balance. Right there, that's 1. So, and then if you have no equipment at all, you're going to do good mornings. Just do 10 good mornings. So if you have a band to do these good mornings, you can wrap that around the PVC pipe or the really anything straight you have, a broomstick, a mop stick, like whatever you have. If you have a bar but don't have plates, just whatever you have, you can wrap a band around that, put it underneath your feet. This will make it harder to do your good morning, so it's more like a lift than a stretch. But yeah, keep your back flat, and that is going to look like this. Underneath slightly, right there. Okay. And then lastly, after you've finished up your strength, you're going to move into your workout of the day. So we're going to do a hero workout today. It is known as sham. The workout is 7 rounds, so quite a few rounds here of 11 body weight deadlifts or a 100-meter sprint. So this 100-meter sprint should be all out. It should be very fast. And then 11 body weight deadlifts. This weight should be medium heavy. It should not be too heavy. You should be able to do the 11 probably in 2 sets or unbroken. Unbroken for the first several rounds would be preferable, and then maybe 2 sets in the later rounds. But so just pick your weight according to that. Like I said, just do a quick 6, drop it 5 for the later rounds, and then just make sure try and do all 11 in the beginning. So pick your weight according to that. However, this lift felt kind of just judge it from there whether or not you should go RX or scale that back a bit. Remember, listen to your body. If you do not have a barbell to do these with, but you do have a kettlebell, you're going to do 8 stiff-legged kettlebell deadlifts in place of that. So you're going to literally lock your legs out to the best of your ability and just keep them tight, back flat, head in a neutral position. So, and then you're going to keep your back flat no matter what. Go down, come back up. This is kind of a lot like a GHD hip extension, so think about that movement. You're going to feel a stretch in your hamstrings, and just more than anything, keep your back flat. Even if you can't go down quite all the way, then don't, but back flat. This weight should be probably the heaviest kettlebell you have, or kettlebell, excuse me. And then if you only have 1 kettlebell, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to keep it in front of you, right there. If you have 2, right here, same thing. So if you have 2 dumbbells, then you're going to do 11 dumbbell deadlifts. So it's just the same thing as in this warm up here. You're going to be in more of a squat position, but back flat, right like that. Okay? And then if you have no equipment at all, you're going to be doing 10 good mornings. Do not use the band like you did in the strength, but good, slow, good mornings. Don't just like this. Keep your form good, back flat, up. There you go. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions or anything, then post them to the group. We will get those answered as coaches. We're trying to do our best amidst the circumstances to coach you and still follow all of our guidelines. We are very appreciative of the opportunity to open up again and see you guys. We have missed you, and have fun with this workout, and yeah, let us know if you have any questions.